for the love of music. Jack Tempchin.
Hey, Steve Wood.
Good to see you.
Delightful.
So, Jack, I'm just fascinated by what makes a person a musician. You know, you kind of stumble into it.
So in high school, in the summer, I was in a class, and they said, we're going to go over to San Diego State and be guinea pigs for this guy's music class. And so they went, and they had everybody stand up at the piano, and each person sang God Bless America, a couple notes, right? And then the music teacher for his class, he would say, well, now this guy has a lot of potential and could be trained. You know, this guy has a lot of talent. So he you know, is this professor talking to his music class? Now, the class I was in wasn't a music class. I had no interest in music. Didn't have any idea I would ever be in it. When I got up, he played and I sang the little thing, and he goes, well, now this is an example of a guy that no matter how much training you gave him, he could never be in music because he doesn't hear, he can't, you know.
Man, and why do we hear this story over and over again?
And it just rolled off because I had no intention of ever being in music. So I said, okay, fine. Yeah. But later, of course, I remembered that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so many stories of passing on the Beatles and, you know, millions of stories like that. I guess it's maybe rock and roll just isn't that sophisticated.
I think, yeah, or, you know, it took me 40 years to learn how to sing, and even now, you know, it's, but I think I would hear songs and be really emotionally moved by the songs. Mm-hmm. So that's what kept drawing me in. And of course, a lot of people are, and they're just drawn in being an audience and loving the music. And I don't know why it seemed like I had to be in there making it. It's still a surprise to me when I look back on the people I've gotten to work with and sit across from play music with. That I did that.
But how did that happen? I mean, say, you know, you and I knew each other back in the day when we were both starting out and we were both playing these nights together. And then you stumbled into some kind of success. You had songs that got famous, and you were you out plugging those songs, or did you just happen to know people? Or
I met people, and they heard the songs and wanted to play them. I remember starting off at the coffee houses playing, and the first thing that happened was other guys who were playing, who had a much bigger profile than I did in San Diego, said, can I do that song? Yeah. And then they'd start playing, and then people would be coming up to me going, wow, what a great song. And when I did it, you know, but the other players knew because they heard the song. And I think that was it mainly what drew me. I had a facility for coming up with a song that related emotionally to people. Mm-hmm. And I guess my biggest, most important audience was all the other players. Right. Because they didn't, some of them had that in some degree, but they didn't have it the way I did. Right. And they saw my song and said, I need this. Right. And they did, and they used it and got them an audience, and it got them. Right. And so that's why I was able to be part of it. Yeah, right. Part of this whole thing that we all were. Yeah, right. Were in. I remember going to see Honk, and I'm just going. And see, I was always looking for some musicians to make me sound good, because I didn't have any facility by myself. Right. And I wanted to steal Honk, and I tried for so many years. First, I stole one part of the band, then I stole the other part. I stole you, then I got with Richard Steckel, and you know, I'm still doing it. Yeah. Well, there's no solution in the end. And so then the Eagles did your material, and that was. And then I was going to say about the rest of your life. Okay, then you had that success. You had a lot of covers. Everybody knew all those songs. They're I mean, "Peaceful Easy Feel," and that's a national anthem. I actually sing that song now. Wow. As not really as a country song, but more of a kind of a croon piece. And it's it's one of those songs that it can stand a lot of different treatments. It doesn't just have to be like the Eagles did it. Wow. You know, it's a standard. And so you have that trail behind you. Then you went on to live your life, and you continue to make music for a variety of reasons. But what my instinct is, and not to talk too much about myself, but
you did it because of the music, not you weren't aiming to have the music change things. You were just trying to have it come through you.
Yeah, I like to be in a scene or in a situation where some music is played or where I'm making up songs, and that's what I like to be and who I like to be.
So I know, I mean, for years you went down to the beach and just played on a bench and...
That was recently.
Yeah.
The last couple of years I ran out of things to do, and I would just go down and video myself on the phone as I made things up, and then go home and write down the words.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it in my house. I went down to the beach every day and did it.
Yeah.
And then I just thought, you're crazy. Why are you doing this? Nobody else does it. Nobody else does that. And nobody else does things the way you do, and yet you have this really strong urge to go down to the beach and video yourself playing the guitar while you're looking at the ocean.
Right.
And then I just go, hey, accept it, man. You're just you, and you're going to be...
But it did add up in the end.
Yeah, and I got a lot of songs out of it, and it just...
Yeah, it's like trying to not be the crazy you is totally a mistake.
Yeah, because you need that romance in your life somehow.
Yeah. Let's hear some music.
Sure.
Enough talking. Music is not about talking.
I guess that's right.
So let's hear a few tunes.
Okay.